Is this thing on? Welcome to our 2025 wrap up. We are going to go over our highlights of the year and our favorite books of the year. And who knows?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
We're just going to wing it.
Wings.
First up.
Wings.
Oh, here. Oh, God. We having wings for dinner?
No.
Oh.
That was Mexican.
Okay. So I would like to know how your first free comic book day as a non-owner was.
Wow, you're just gonna throw me right. Honestly, it was great. It was the least stressful free comic book day that I've ever had in its entire year. I've been at every one. I've run a store at every one except this one. And just being back there and handing out books and not having to worry about how the day went or anything like that, and just having fun was great.
Not worrying about the numbers.
Nope, not worrying about the numbers, not worrying about, like, I didn't really have to worry about the guest. That wasn't my responsibility. I didn't have to do any of that. I just had to talk to people, hand out books, see people I haven't seen in a while. It was wonderful. It really was. That in a year of 2025 was great.
So, in case you weren't aware, we owned a comic book store until recently. So,
yep, exactly.
2025 was the year we officially said goodbye to our location, even though we weren't owners. They moved stores and we had to say goodbye.
Yep,
did you shed any tears?
I did not. I did not shed a single tear.
You didn't have to pack any boxes.
I helped move. I didn't have to pack or unpack boxes. That's my rule. Lugging boxes around, I'm fine. But packing and unpacking, no, did not.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fair.
We're lucky enough to still be a part of everything.
I work there again. I got a job at Richmond Comics. So if you want to come see me on Sundays, I'll be there.
But it's nice still to be a part of it and still be included in the family. But it's kind of nice not to have any responsibility. Responsibilities are hard, man. Okay. They're hard.
So I think I can speak for both of us. Our highlight of the whole year was Heroes Con. It is our favorite con to go to. And this year was special. Last year, whatever.
2025.
2025 was special because we took our friends with us.
It was a lot of fun. We usually go by ourselves, but yes, having Bill and Kelly there with us made that a very, very special year for us. It was fun, right?
Experiencing it through someone else's eyes and not just being so gung-ho about doing what you want to do, but sharing that experience.
Yeah,
was
it's
really
great.
Fun. And I actually look through comics. I never do that. I usually just go to the creators and actually look through comics. So that was interesting too.
Yeah, I mean, we're usually a lot, talking to creators and spending time with them, and don't deal with a lot of the single issue comics or things like that. But we did more of that. And I imagine we'll do more of that in 2026 when we go back.
Yeah, I have a wish list now, so I imagine so.
Yep.
And then our second favorite con of the year is always Small Press Expo in September. It's my birthday present to myself and from him every year. Always spend way too much money.
We do that for such a small show.
Yeah.
It is always entertaining to me that it's all these indie creators and all these like people that aren't really mainstream. Mm-hmm. People we love, but we always spend so much money.
Seeing the same people every year, seeing new people, meeting and talking to people about our YouTube channel. So much fun.
That was a little surreal.
People recognize us.
So people recognize us from riding in cars.
Our whole 5 followers.
Like it was really interesting because when you go out to our YouTube stuff, like we don't always get the most views, we don't always get the most likes or anything, but we were walking around SPX because most of our riding in cars is young adult and indie all books. Ages and indie books. And just walking around this place and then being stopped by people and it was like, hey, aren't you two that do the riding in cars? Like it was
That was interesting.
It was
Not
interesting.
once.
It happened
twice.
many times. It happened
At
more than
least
that.
twice.
It happened well more than that. It was very,
I
very.
remember twice.
It was very, very interesting for that to happen.
Yes.
Especially from creators.
Yeah.
Right? Like, especially from creators. That is.
Other than that, what was your highlight of SPX?
My highlight of SPX is probably Nate Powell.
You're his new best friend.
I love
Sorry.
Nate Powell. Nate Powell is great. Like, if you could ever go and just have a conversation with Nate, like, he is just an amazing guy to have a conversation with. And we just sat there for hours talking. And we've done
really
it for
did.
And we talked
multiple loops.
We've done it a couple of times over the last few years. He's just a great guy to talk to. And he loves everything that he's doing. He's always so excited about stuff.
And they have a joint love of magic.
He do. From
Not
the X-Men.
the card game or the frou-frou stuff, but
from the X-Men.
Yes.
And then so he actually did me a magic commission.
It's over there.
It's over there in the corner. We just got it back framed and all that. So that'll be going up on the wall at some point. But yep. So that was a highlight right there.
It's pretty cool.
Was that. So once again, Nate was great. Nate great.
Nate
that was
great.
I guess that's a
definitely
Ted
a
Lasso reference. Nate great.
I'm proud of this, even though it may not have gotten the traction that we would hope for. But we did 104 days of book recommendations starting in the summer, and we did it 104 days in a row.
Thanks, Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. 104 days of summer vacation.
Wow.
And it was 104 book recommendations.
That was hard.
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. I will admit.
Posting every day. We did an Instagram post, an Instagram reel, and then a YouTube short because we weren't not yet on TikTok.
Right.
And it was a lot of work between the two of us talking about a book a day.
Yeah, we probably would have done a little bit better if we would have started the TikTok up before that. But by the time we were actually able to get TikTok going, we were already well into the 104 days, and there was an order, and it just was like
they were numbered, and I wasn't going to start posting.
Yeah, we wasn't going to start over.
So
maybe next year we'll re-release all the 100 this year.
Oh, you said re-release. I was like, no. I ain't doing it again.
No, we'll re-release all the 104 days this year over the summer on TikTok, and we can do them in order. They haven't been seen on TikTok.
You're right.
So maybe we'll do that. We have all the videos. We have everything done. And maybe we'll do that this year because that will give us
104 days.
104 days of TikToks.
Oh my God. I don't know why you didn't tell me this was a stupid idea when I came to you with this idea.
It seemed like a good idea. It was a good idea. It was a great idea for us and what we were trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish and the variety of what we do. So
if you need recommendations, we have 104, if not more.
On YouTube.
Yes.
And I think coming to TikTok in 2026. I think we'll do that. I think we'll drop them because we can go ahead and set those things up and just let them fly.
Lo and behold. Okay. This isn't exactly book related, but this was a really fun time. We went to Chapel Hill 2 weekends in a row and saw concerts.
We did. That was great.
That was really fun.
That venue, and I can't remember, it was like 619 or so. It was something.
It was a number.
It was a number.
It's their address.
Yeah, it was a really good venue. We saw Senses.
And First to 11.
And First to 11. It was great back-to-back weekend going to Chapel Hill.
We went to bookstores while we were there.
We did.
But it was just fun kind of doing something out of our norm and going to concerts because we haven't done that in years. Like, not really.
Right.
In years.
Yeah, we did go back to some concerts this year, so that was a lot of fun. I did enjoy that. It was nice getting away from our area and just going to Chapel Hill and walking around. We walked everywhere down there too.
Yeah.
And there was like a college baseball game or something.
There's all
kinds of stuff. There was all kind of stuff. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun.
And then not necessarily a concert, but we saw Sailor Moon, the musical, live.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was March of last year.
Yes, that was an experience.
We went to Pittsburgh for that. That was great. I loved that. I loved it. It was great.
I'm not really into Sailor Moon just because I haven't watched it, read it. any of that.
She humored me.
So that was an experience
It was a Phillip trip.
for me. Yes, that was all for
But you got the
babe.
gist.
No, I enjoyed it.
The singing was fun. The dancing was fun.
The people watching
was
top
great.
tier.
Yes.
People watching.
Yeah, like there was people in like full blown outfits. Like one lady walked in and dressed as Queen Serenity, and it was like, oh my god!
How are you going to sit in that tiny chair?
Yeah, you got these tiny chairs, and she walks in with this full Queen Serenity. I'm like, holy moly! So yeah, that was
really fun.
That was good.
Then probably my greatest reading accomplishment of the year is my Dick Grayson reading journey. So Philip gifted me the first appearance of Nightwing for my birthday. And so then I went down a rabbit hole and was like, let me start at the beginning. And so I started with Dark Victory, reading his origin story, and went on this whole long journey reading all these books that were not Nightwing.
Right.
I didn't read any Nightwing. Of all of his like origins, and I read some Teen Titans, some Robin. Oh, I did read Nightwing Year One, so that was Nightwing. My favorite of all, like 20 of those books, was Batman and Robin by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. This is excellent. I'm so glad this exists because this was really, really good.
Yep.
So that was my favorite of the journey, and the journey will continue.
For
sure.
And with that, the year comes to a close to start anew.
Do you have a reading accomplishment you're proud of?
A reading accomplishment this year?
Mm-hmm. You're just enjoying reading again.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying reading again. Like I can go through phases just like anyone else, which is fine. Take time off. I took time off. I took almost a whole month off from reading this year just because I just needed to take a step back and take a break. But especially over the last month, I've really enjoyed reading again. But I don't know if I've had a specific reading accomplishment that I was after this year. I think one of the things the year started off with, we were going to do these little like reading.
Oh, we're going to do the buzzwords.
Yeah, like buzzwords and stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I think I've become so unenamored with the fact of we've got to do this reading journey or buzzwords or something, and it's kind of a way it
reading
felt,
goals don't exist to him.
Yeah, it felt really bad. Like I was like, I just want to be able to read and enjoy and go pick up something. I don't want to be told that I have to go read that book over there because I've joined this journey. And if it works for people, that's great. It just doesn't work for me. And I think a lot of it is what I read. Like if you watch any of my other stuff, I've read a K-pop Demon Hunter Little Golden book, right? So let's take that into account for when I go read like all the way up to like the most disturbing thing that I read, like it's Red Rising, right? Like my reading is such a wide, diverse variety of things that I think those things bottle me up.
So when I pick a book for writing cars, you're not bottled down?
No, because you're just picking something and let's say, let's read this. It's not, well, it's got to be a blue cover under the yellow moon when it's on a Thursday night at 4 a.m.
Very specific. It's not that serious.
But that's kind of how some of these reading challenges feel to me when I hear these other people talk about it. And I just want people to read, right? I want you to read. If you only enjoy reading little golden books, then just go out and get 20 little golden books and read them, right?
Just
read. Yeah, I know.
I kind of fell off on my reading challenges, but I read some interesting things.
You did.
Towards the last quarter of the year, I fell off reading quantity, but I read some good quality books.
I think my love for Spider-Man finally came back this year too, which is a big thing because it has fallen off for a long time because I just felt like the creators haven't really been able to find his voice. And we'll get into that in a little while too. But I think, believe it or not, of all people, Joe Kelly is kind of not the pitcher, but he's kind of found that voice again of who Peter Parker is. And I think that's important for me in my journey of who I am today. Peter Parker is very, very important to me.
Yeah. So Riding in Cars is our main show, us together.
Correct.
On YouTube. So I asked him to pick his favorite episode, and we actually agreed. Our favorite episode was Bridge Planet 9. This is by Jared Throne.
We'll say his name correctly this time.
I'm so sorry. I really enjoyed the book. We had fun talking about it. We had fun talking to Jared at SPX.
We did.
And he lives in Richmond, so it was like a whole big bonus awesomeness.
Right. Yeah, I think all of that made that episode really fun. And then talking to him made it that much more fun because of our conversations about the book.
And we're not just saying that because we met him and got his book that it was good. We actually really enjoyed it.
It's actually really good. It's a really good sci-fi book. It's a caper book. Mm-hmm. There's some really good found family story arcs, two story pieces in that. So if you're curious, go watch the Riding in Cars. But it is definitely worth picking up.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Do you know how many episodes of Riding in Cars with Books we posted in 2025?
Oh, that we posted in 2025? Oh, no. I know how many we've posted all together. All right, let's see. We try to do, so if there's 52 weeks in a year, I'll go with...
Because we didn't do any while we were doing 104 days.
Yeah, I know. I'll go with...
We always fall off.
38?
31.
Man.
We posted 31 episodes of Riding in Cars. I feel like that's really good.
That's good, though. I mean, we still posted on the Sundays. It was just part of the 104 days, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 104 days.
Wow, 31. That's still good, though. I mean, you're talking 31 out of 52 weeks. That's pretty good. I'll take that. There's planning. There's planning in Riding with Cars because sometimes
I've read it, he hasn't, or the other way around.
Or weather, or
it's dark.
It's dark, or I
have to work.
Yeah, it's like when we're not going out at 5 p.m. when there's 1,000 people on the road, right? Like we gotta get out when there's really early or really late when there's not much traffic, and so we kind of have to.
And I started working on Sundays, and we would film them and post them on Sundays.
Right.
And now I work on Sundays, so you've been taking me to work.
Yes, exactly.
It's just interesting. I'm proud of us for doing 31.
Wow.
Out of 60.
Wow.
I think there was 60.
60 comes this week. I think 60 is this Sunday.
So
we hit 60 this Sunday.
Half of our episodes were in this year.
Wow.
So 30 over other 2 years.
I will expect that we'll beat that. I'll expect that we'll beat that this year.
Well, that's our goal for 2026. Yeah. We're going to do 32 episodes of Riding in Cars.
Yeah, I think we'll beat 31 this year. I think we've got everything set up really well for that. So.
Okay. Yeah. So this is my stack of faves. Okay, so I'm really bad at picking faves, so I picked a fave from each month of the year instead of just faves because that seemed easier. Because some months I read a lot and some months I read nothing, so whatever. So I'm going to go through my list by month, and it's funny because some of these are his faves too, so you just jump in, and then you'll do your fave at the end.
I got 2 faves. Actually,
you've got a few.
My fave of the year is over there in that stack. So,
okay, so month by month, my faves. January. I'm sorry.
That's good. That was good.
January is Dreamover by Donnie Diaz. Also met them at SBX. They were tabled with Jared, and they recognized us from Riding in Cars. That's pretty cool. But love this book.
I'll put it over here so it's out of your way.
A lot of these are Riding in Cars too, which is
I mean, it makes sense.
Discussing them with somebody makes them even better.
Yeah.
Planeta by Ana Oncina. This is one of my favorite sci-fis ever, and it is just beautiful. The dual tone color palette, and
it's tricksy.
Trippy.
It is tricksy. It's
amazing.
It is well done.
Very amazing.
It is well done. Not gonna lie. Good old Tokyo Pop.
March. A Song for You and I by Kay O'Neill. This was my second read because I read a advanced copy of it, and then when I got a physical copy. But did this book come out in 2025?
I don't know.
Because I read it early. I don't even remember.
I think it did.
Yes, 2025.
Yeah, because I read it. I read it this year. I don't do much digital, so I read it this year. Yeah.
A Song for You and I by Kay O'Neill was my favorite in March.
I mean, I think all of these came out in 2025, but if not, yeah.
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay.
Well, this one didn't.
Oh, well, there you go.
For April, I reread Beetle and the Hollowbones because the sequel was coming out. So this was my favorite read in April, and I read the second one in May. But this technically wasn't my favorite in May.
What was your favorite in May? Oh.
Rebis.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap. Yes. Rebis is... Let's see. I have one, two, three. So I had 3 top books of the year.
This was one of them.
Rebis was one of them. It is a wonderful found family book. It is about witches. It's about growth.
It is.
There is so much.
So underrated. I have seen no one talking about this book. So I'm just going to keep screaming.
I don't understand. I don't understand why this book is not getting more and more traction. I don't know if there's just no marketing behind it from the publisher or what, but it's...
Or I'm just not seeing it.
But
we can't keep it in stock at the comic shop.
Yeah, like everyone that we've gotten to read this loves it, and it's just that type of book. It is the book that makes you at the end of it just feel really good about everything and how things.
And it's not a happy book, so I'm surprised that you like it.
But it is a happy book. It's always the journey, right? Like it's not like I can't take depressing. I can't take depressing things when it only stays depressing. They've got to have hope. Rebis is about hope. It's found family. It's about hope. It's about growing and understanding what you're doing.
Change.
And it's about being there for people, even though when you don't have to be there, you make it important to be there to help people out. It's a wonderful book. It is my top 3 book this year. Easily.
So good. So good. And then June... The Cartoonist Club by Raina Telgemeier and Scott McCloud. So don't hurt me for this. I've never actually read Scott McCloud's Understanding Comics or Reinventing Comics. It's just...
I can't help her people.
It's not really something I gravitate towards. I don't want to make a comic book, but I love
it's
how...
It's not making it, it's understanding them.
I think I got it. Anyways. I just never read it,
it's
okay?
Fine.
But I love how accessible... this is for the younger generation to learn how to understand comics, to make their own comics.
Yeah.
And they're making friends as they go. Like, it's such a wonderful, wonderful book.
Right. So it's Scott McCloud and then bringing in Raina to do this book together to basically create the young adult version, the all ages version of Understanding Comics is amazing, right? Like you couldn't... Like Scott McCloud is already an industry legend, and Raina has turned herself into an industry legend, right?
Facts.
And then bringing them together to do this, like it was just perfect.
I imagine it was a dream come true for Raina to do this.
I would imagine it was for both, because it brought Scott to be able to do this again in a different way for a new group of people who's used to Dogman and all that, right? Like when he wrote first Understanding Comics, it wasn't really geared toward a 12-year-old.
Oh no, that's probably why I haven't read it, because it's not geared towards a 12-year-old.
But this book here was also phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yes. And there's a lot of characters from other stories that just appear in here. They just magically appear. I love stuff like that.
July. So this summer I read so many Eisner nominees for 104 days. Like, we did so many. And this one really stood out. And it won. And it is very deserving.
Yes. Plain
Jane and the Mermaid. I was not expecting to love this book because whatever. But the message was so beautiful. I mean, she just thinks she's plain, but she makes friends with this seal. And the mermaids are evil. So it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. It's just another great book that it wasn't what I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this, but
It's so good.
It's so good.
And then August, This Place Kills Me by Mariko Tamaki and Nicole Go.
Yes, Nicole Go.
And it's signed by Nicole. Saw her at SBX.
We did.
So, this is a traditional, wonderful Tamaki book illustrated by Nicole, so it's even more awesome. But there's like a murder mystery and Shakespeare. So, if those are your things, check it out.
Yeah. Not only is it well written, it is gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Murder mystery. It's probably time to read this again.
Did you ever read Roaming?
Roaming. Pretty sure I read Roaming, yes.
Okay. That's a Tamaki
Yeah,
book.
that's
though.
a Tamaki book. I think I read that. That was last year, though. Tamaki.
Okay.
It sounds like a side dish.
I know.
I like a tamaki with a side of tamaki.
I mean, that's what you get.
Yeah,
They're cousins, right?
Yes.
Okay. For September, Flip by Ngozi Yukazu. This isn't my signed copy. I bought another copy at SBX to get signed.
Did I read this?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But this is about Chi-Chi and her crush Flip, and they flip places. That's why it's called Flip.
Yeah.
It was just really fun because it's like you're switching places, but it happened so frequently, so it wasn't just like Freaky Friday and you flip and then you flip back. It was like they kept flipping, and I loved how her friends became his friends, and it was just a really good time because Ngozi's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I read this yet.
If only you wrote down what you read.
That's all right.
It would make pulling your faves a lot easier.
Sure. I started this year.
And then
Kinda.
October, the sequel to Nubia Too Real.
Get it? Nubia Too Real?
What was the first one called? For Real?
I don't know, dear.
Real One. Yeah. And this is Too Real.
Right.
It really talks about anxiety and living up to the expectations of being a super and being in Wonder Woman's shadow. So it was really interesting. And the art style switched from when she was home versus when she was in Themyscira. So that was a very interesting stylistic choice too. But love. And then November, Absolute Martian Manhunter.
So Absolute Martian Manhunter is actually my book of the year. It is by far the best book that I have read this year. Everything that Dennis Camp and Javier Rodriguez has been able to put together in this book, with the art, with the story, telling things a certain way. It's not really superhero based as much as it's psychological, because Martian Manhunter is
very
inside of his brain. I'm not sure this book, the Dennis Camp's writing in this book is fabulous. I'm not sure it would have been pulled off as well if it wasn't for Javier. His art style
are amazing.
His art style for this book and everything is just phenomenal. And I'm not saying that other artists couldn't have pulled this off, but I
like
find
a Mike Allred.
Yeah, like a Mike Allred probably could have done something like this. I mean, there's probably a small group that could have really pulled this art style off, and it's just such a great 6-issue series that wraps up pretty well. It is continuing, but the 6 issues wrapped up really well, and this is by far my book of the year.
And then December, Be Yourself. Oh, Not Like That. This was recommended by a fellow YouTuber / TikToker. And it was also on Nate Powell's book of the year list. So we're in really good company with this one. Yeah. We bought it from her directly, right? Because she's in Canada.
Yep, she's in Canada. So.
Very much worth the shipping.
Oh, yeah. I think this book was a surprise book to me because I wasn't really like... It was, yeah, we got the recommendation, and then the cover, I'm like, well, I'm sold on the cover because the art was...
It reminds me of Zoe.
Yeah, the art was great. And then after reading it, the way everything was handled in it was done so well. I loved all the aspects of it. It was amazing. This was an amazing book.
Yeah.
It was a top 10 book by far.
Top 12 for sure. But
Yeah.
we did a lot of those in Writing in Cars,
We did.
actually. We did Dreamover, Planeta, A Song for You and I,
Yeah.
Rebis, Cartoonist Club, This Place
Maybe,
Kills
yeah.
Me, Martian Manhunter. We did a lot of those in Writing in Cars, so you've read a lot of those too.
I did, yep. The last thing I'll end with, and I kind of brought it up earlier, is Joe Kelly, and I guess Joe Kelly was the mastermind behind this, but then Justina Ireland came through and wrote some. Derek Landy wrote some, but it was mostly Joe and Justina that wrote this, and it
I didn't know she wrote comics.
Yeah, she wrote a few issues of this, and so it was Amazing Spider-Man. It was the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, and I wasn't really sure what to think about this story when we went in this year. Most people who know me, Spider-Man is my favorite character. I love him. He has shaped most of my life from my childhood. The last few years, it's been an okay book, and I really haven't picked it up like normal, right? Like I kind of quit reading it. It just wasn't going down storylines that I cared, and I read so much, I don't hang on. When this came back up and Joe Kelly was taking over, I started reading it, and it feels like out of here into the current Amazing line, he has brought back who Peter is. He's bringing back who Spider-Man is. There's people. I mean, he had in the last issue, there was pages of J. Jonah Jameson and Norman Osborn sitting down, having a conversation, talking about who Peter is and what Spider-Man means to everyone. And it was like, I would have never thought. I just would have never thought that type of writing would have came through that type of book and be so important, so powerful to a character. And so I think bringing this book back to where people should care again, right? Like, once again, I get it. Spider-Man's always going to sell books. Doesn't mean it's good. It just doesn't.
We're
right?
going to read this for Writing in Cars, though, so I need to read it.
I will be rereading that in the next week or two, and you will be picking it up.
See, he's making me read things.
Yeah, I think you'll appreciate what Peter goes through there in his 8 Deaths.
I mean, I read Amazing Spider-Man Revelations this year, and
that was a lot.
Woo, doggy.
Yeah.
Like, I've read Spider-Man. It's
right.
not like my first time.
No, I know.
But, whew.
But first time like that.
First time?
First time.
Wow.
Well, yep.
It was a year.
I expect we're gonna have lots more fun stuff coming up in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be around. We'll be doing more shows, trying to do more tiki-takis. More Yubatubas.
Stay tuned for a room tour, because I just spent my whole winter break cleaning this room.
Yep, my office. So thanks to my lovely wife for cleaning my office. We have spent she has spent a ton of time in here. I have spent a few hours in here. I carry boxes. We've been moving stuff around. I've been putting away art and
so
art
if you would like a
stuff.
tour, let us know. We'll give you one.
Yeah. So anyways. Yep. Anything else about 2025?
I'm ready to leave it behind.
Well, it's behind. We are moving forward and moving on. So anyway.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching. We always appreciate it. Yep. Always enjoy your read. Always pick up things you like. Do what's fun. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
No.